When your mind is racing through a marathon you never signed up for, and you really need a break to pause, to breathe, and reset, mantra meditation is a lifesaver. It is your go-to. It is your sanctuary. Just a few minutes a day can shift you from chaos to calm, helping you to refocus and come back to yourself. Last week, I introduced you to mantra meditation, which is a simple meditation practice which prevents your mind from rambling. And how you do that is to repeat a specific, sacred word or phrase over and over and over. And within minutes, the mind settles and you experience a shift in your consciousness. So today I'm going to demonstrate mantra meditation using one of the most powerful and yet simple tools for inner peace, for self-realization, mantra meditation using mala beads. Now, whether you're completely new to this or you've tried meditating before, this practice will make a meditation guru of you, taking you deep into relaxation, focus, clarity, and calm. So, mala beads have been used for centuries in spiritual traditions. They've been used by Buddhists and in Hinduism, and today they're even more popular with yogis around the world. Not just as a very groovy necklace, but as a sacred tool to anchor the mind and to bring you into a peaceful state. And you can think of each bead as a breath, as one step closer to stillness, a moment of awareness. Now, a traditional mala has 108 beads. Why 108? In yogic philosophy, it's a sacred number representing the wholeness of existence. And for less fluff and more science, the diameter of the sun is approximately 108 times that of Earth. The distance from our planet to the sun is 108 times the diameter of the sun. The distance between the moon and the Earth is 108 times the diameter of the moon. Now, that is no way a coincidence. The sacred number 108 has been called nature's secret code and nature's universal rule. 108 is said to govern the dimensions of everything from the Great Pyramid at Giza to the iconic seashell called the Nautilus. But really, you don't need to understand the math to feel the results. So when you sit in meditation, chanting a mantra over and over, you use your mala beads to move deeply into stillness. How? So this mala is made up of 108 beads plus one larger bead at the end here called the guru bead. And each bead along the mala represents a single repetition of your chosen mantra. So if our mantra is the Sanskrit word for peace, Shanti, we'll say the word Shanti, Shanti, Shanti as we touch each and every one of our 108 beads. So once we have moved around the whole string of beads from the guru bead and back to the guru bead, you know that you have repeated your mantra 108 times. Now, your meditation could be sitting in silence at home, chanting your mantra out loud 108 times, or you could be sitting in a busy airport or at work chanting your mantra silently in your mind 108 times. So in this meditation, we'll be using the Sanskrit mantra Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the universe or I am divine consciousness. And this mantra, it is not about ego, I am divine consciousness, or self-importance. It's a remembrance that you are not separate from the infinite. You are not just your body, you're not just your name, your title, your role, your job, your age. You are consciousness itself, limitless, wise, and whole. And if that sounds just a little bit too far-fetched, science at the quantum level teaches us that we are all part of infinite consciousness. And how I understand it is we're all kind of like drops of water that makes up the entire ocean. And every drop of water moving part of one another, interacting, rising up into a wave, crashing onto the beach, evaporating up into a cloud, or swallowed by a fish. And let's say we remove a cup of water from the ocean. No matter what we do with that cup of ocean of water, it will eventually find its way back to its source, the ocean, an infinite source of consciousness, life, and constant flow. So we're all essentially a piece of consciousness, and we're all infinitely bonded, whether we like it or not, to our source from which we all came. And without a shadow of a doubt, we'll all return back to. So when you repeat the mantra, Aham Brahmasmi, translating to I am the universe, you're dissolving the illusion of separation and you're returning to your true, expansive self. Okay, so let's begin this guided mala meditation practice. And for this video, we're going to repeat the mantra Aham Brahmasmi for perhaps a minute or so, which will give you a little bit of practice before you do your own 108 mantra meditation. So find a quiet place and sit comfortably. And if you have a set of mala beads, then great. If not, you can still follow along. And if you'd like to get yourself a set of mala beads like these ones, I've put a link in the description below. Now, you can hold your beads however you want, or you can practice the traditional way where you hold your mala in your right hand with the beads resting between your middle finger and your thumb. So you start at the bead next to the large guru bead, and this is where we begin. And on each bead, you repeat silently, or you can say it out loud, Aham Brahmasmi. And then you go to the next bead, Aham Brahmasmi. The next bead, Aham Brahmasmi. Next bead, Aham Brahmasmi. And we'll keep going until we hit the guru bead and we will have completed 108 repetitions of our mantra. And throughout your meditation, just keep your breath soft. And if your mind wanders, which is completely normal, that's okay. Just return to your mantra. And with each and every bead, Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Okay, so let's begin together now. Placing your beads in your right hand, holding them however you'd like. We can begin. Aham Brahmasmi. 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 And taking a deep breath in and let it go. Feeling the stillness that you've created. Feel the presence you've returned to. The quiet power that's always been deep inside of you. Mala meditation, it isn't just a technique. It's a sacred remembering, a gentle homecoming to your true self. Steady, whole, and infinite. If this practice brought you a moment of peace today, imagine what might unfold if you gave yourself this gift on a daily basis. Just 10 minutes of presence, just 10 minutes of breath, 10 minutes to come back to your true source. Let me know how this experience landed for you in the comments. I would love to hear your journey. Until then, hold this truth close. You are not separate from the stillness you seek. You are the universe remembering itself. Namaste, my friend.